Hello, and welcome to another episode of Jarmonk Plays Lonely Mountains Down the Hill. I just realized when I open up my Lonely Mountains videos, I do my best Barack Obama impression. Hello and welcome. I can't do it on purpose, obviously, but greetings, my fellow Americans. It's pretty good. Okay, now that I've crossed the line on a federal level, hello. Hope you're doing okay. LS is Steer. Thank you for making me feel like you need to tell me, because that makes me feel good. We're stuck with trying to find out how to get these resting places, but we don't have to be like completely just stuck there. We are. What were we gonna do? We ended the last episode with taking some screenshots. Let me pull those up. Crash against a rock, a tree, a cactus, and then into the water. A rock, a tree, and then a cactus. I think the only cacti are here, and there's definitely trees here. I'm trying to figure out which one would have all three. Which one's the short one? I think this is the short one. Let's go here. And let's go with the Geronimo. Into the river at the end. Into the river. Into the river. There we go. I had to do my best Panic at the Disco. What's his name again? What's that singer's name? Everyone loves him for some reason. So he's like a really good guy. I'm like, have you met him in real life? Everybody can put on a face on camera. Yeah, but he gives to so-and-so donation and funds, dude. If you had money and you could gain more fans by saying you donate 0.01%. Look, I don't mean to besmirch his name specifically. I'm just saying, like, until you know somebody like actually personally, I don't know if you can endorse their personality. You know, I just don't think it's a good practice. Let's see. Let's cut through here. Can we cut through here? Is this a thing? It's not a thing. Like, even me. Like, a lot of people say I'm super nice. Like, I don't know. Like, am I? I think my wife might be one of the only people you should believe about my actual characteristics. I mean, sure, like, if you spend a lot of time with somebody, talk to someone a lot, then cool. You probably have quite a bit of knowledge about someone's personality and how they are. But, like, you know, what's his name? Jared Leto? No, that's 30 Seconds to Summer. Is it 5 Seconds to Mars? 5 Seconds of Mars? 30 Seconds? I don't know. There's lots of seconds bands. Actually, I think those are the only two. I don't know. I'm getting flustered here. I need to find the tree, the cactus. So a tree, a cactus, and a rock walk into a bar. No, they need to walk into a river. So, crash into a tree, or a rock, a tree, and then a cactus. I wonder if it's like just one spot that you can do that in. You kidding me? Okay, that's fine. Let's just go the easy way. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. I'm thinking of changing the names of these podcast type episodes. It's not just gonna be like a let's play. Let's plays are gonna be let's plays. They're gonna be focusing on the game, the gameplay, the story, the just beating the game and then calling it quits. You know, The other ones, they're gonna be more like roguelikes or like games like Lonely Mountains, where there's lots to do, and you just kind of play them mindlessly, and we're gonna talk over them. Like the game don't matter. Like, whose line is it anyway? The points don't matter. This time it'll be the okay, so a rock, a tree, and then a cactus, and then the river. That's a tree right there. I just need a rock afterwards, and then how far of a how much time do I have in between each one of those that I have to hit? So here's a rock. Here's a tree. Where's the cactus? Where's the cactus? I don't see the cactus. I'm trying to decipher where we can do this. Because I see trees here, but there's no cacti. You know, this might be one of those things that I probably should have been looking for while we were looking for secret areas. Oh man. Okay. Well, what was the other goal? Oh, mastery. We have to cross all finish lines on free ride. And then, hold on. Cross all finish lines with pace breaker, you know? We probably already have before. We can honestly check with the missions themselves. So if you go into here, you can be like, okay, so this is the grasshopper. Of course, the pace breaker one. Well, that's 150 or less, so that's gonna be a little bit tougher than what we're gonna try to do here. But all right, let's just start with that because it's, you know, it's not so fun just trying to look for Easter eggs all the time. I just want a bike, you know. I fell in love with the game, but I forgot your name. I forget what that's from. I'm trying to remember. It was a really cheesy rock band from my youth. I had a lot of those cheesy rock bands. A lot from, like I was mentioning in the last episode, like a lot of them are from just listening to soundtracks of games, soundtracks of movies. You know, I feel like movies and TV shows are probably the main source of people's music tastes nowadays, especially because like games are kind of getting stingy with them. You know, if it's not Madden or FIFA or NBA 2K, you're not really getting too much music exposure. And I guess that's really what the bands care about. I really wish there was more pull for great bands to put their music available for, you know, games like Lonely Mountains. But you know, this aesthetic is perfectly fine. Honestly, like now that I'm thinking about it, bands that put music into games nowadays. Streamers and content creators just turn it off anyways. Like Life is Strange 2 has a bunch of stuff, I think, by like Imagine Dragons and bands like that. So like, I could see the opposite side not being so good, because that's part in the whole scheme of things, part of the problem. You know, you've got all these bands that have wonderful music, but they don't want people listening to it for free. It makes sense, like when you just put it like that. But are they really listening to it free when it's in a game? But they want to cut out of each game sold, probably. So it's just one after the other. The problems just stockpile, and developers are like, we don't have time for this. We don't have money for this. We barely have enough money to keep paying the devs. You know, like, games used to be $60. How long have games been $60? I think since the PS3 and 360 days? Or was it PS2? I remember PS2 games being a little bit less. But, you know, if you count inflation, and I'm not going to get into that really because I don't know the numbers too well. I just know that a lot of games were like $100. Like for the N64, I think Ocarina of Time was pretty darn expensive. I think it was close to like $70-80. I don't know. You can fact check me on that in the comments. But like with inflation, that's close to $100-120. You know, that's kind of the legacy of the game. And the legacy of the game was way hardcore. But, yeah. Yep. I mean, games are really close to being respected as much as movies in terms of media. It's weird though, because it's like PlayStation is at the head of that, but they can't make a movie for the for the sake of their lives. Like Ratchet and Clank, I haven't even seen it, but I just know it's probably like a garbage fire. Just because has there been a good game to movie adaptation that's not based off of a book? You know, and like basically the game doesn't matter. It's all about what was in the source material anyways. Makes you wonder. If something makes you feel as I don't believe in you anymore. There we go. Instead of just listening to music, I'm just gonna sing it for you. Perfect. It's basically the same thing. I just channeled my inner Adam. I was gonna say Adam Sandler. Adam, what is his name? It's the last name of another like rock star from the same generation of rock stars. And I use that term loosely. Rock star. Levine, like Avril Lavigne. There we go. Adam Levine, Avril Lavigne. I thought they were married. They spell it differently. Who would I hang out with? Adam or Avril? I feel like Avril is much more down to earth. She also might have been like an 11-year-old crush of mine. That's between you and me. Between you and me. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got a lot of musical references. We don't have a lot of skill references. This pace breaker, I don't miss it, okay? It's one of my least favorite bikes. We used it only for the missions we needed to. A lot of those missions are still not done. Just because it doesn't. Why would you get rid of traction out of all things. You know, you can be just as fast without losing your traction and feeling like you're driving on soap. Okay. There we go. There we go. Good. 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 I say good, but we're doing horribly. There we go. Shortcuts are meant to be used. Ding. No, 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 no. Okay. But yeah, Maroon 5 versus Avril Lavigne stuff. I would say Maroon 5 kind of grew with the times. They have a couple of songs that are timeless. Don't You Dare Say She Will Be Loved is timeless. I think it's the same amount of timelessness as like Hoobastank's How Could This, you know, The Reason. Wait, no. How Could This Happen to Me was made by Good Charlotte? Oh man. Yeah, so basically like on a meme level. She will be loved. Yeah. You can use that 10 years from now in a scene, so you can get the older people in the crowd to enjoy the cartoon as well. It's crazy. Like they used to play when I was watching like kids movies when I was a kid. They used to play like songs from the 70s or 80s or stuff like that to feed to the adults, cater to the adults that are in the room. Now it's gonna be, you know, that's why All-Star came back, you know? It's crazy. I'm part of the old demographic now with kids, etc., etc. All right. So we're almost done with Mountain 1. We'll get right back on that in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit that sub button if you want to watch the future episodes. Yada yada. We're gonna finish all of the mountains with every single bike. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.